Hello, hello. Congratulations, first fleet. Woo! Fleet's first. Woo! Fleet. Woo! Morning, Bluff. Morning, Crafty. How was everyone this morning? Thank you, thank you. Thought of you when I put this outfit on. More goblin, owner, bird, truth, something, mad as blood. Okay. Nothing new on that one. What a fucking shocker. What? No. I am super late today, as you can tell. Not really, but yes. Well, that's the catch. Like, I am a cleric, yes. But it's kind of like Disco Elysium style. Where, like, I can also be... I can just tell people I'm a different class. So I'm actually a dick-ass rogue now. And yes, that's exactly how it's... yeah, I'm a dick-ass rogue, level 4. Yeah, don't ask me, man. I couldn't tell you why they call it a dick-ass rogue. The glorious and powerful Simba of a Vizca champion. The human woman frantically checks the pipes and rolling cogs on the thick copper press. She just gives you a quick glance. Her focus is on the machine. Mr. Cleric, is it? Everyone keeps talking about you for some reason. I just don't get the hype. I am pretty special like that. Because I'm a dick-ass rogue. I get it, I get it. Sure you are. She sighs and looks up at you. Did you have anything interesting to say, or are you wasting my time? Moody, are we? Underline. No. No, I'm not going to do that. No. Yes, I am. Moody, are we? Moody? Moody! That was mean. She looks around. You look around, meeting the gaze of one of the dwarves. He's slowly shaking his head to you. I'm incredibly busy. I've got a ton of... She takes a breath and then crosses her arms. You think you'd say that if I were a man? If you were a man, I'd never disrespect you like that for fear of getting my ass kicked. So you mean you're saying the fear of violent reprisal is the only thing keeping you from acting like an asshole? Maybe. So what if I had a missile wand or a crossbow, would you act like a dick then? I'd probably try and steal it from you since I'm a sneaky rogue. Smirk. She scoffs and frowns. See, I think here's another asshole who thinks the world owes him a smile and a handjob. Not from her. Utopia. You do act that way. No, thank you. I know what that is. She squints at you. Whatever. But I'm busy. Very busy. Can you be quick? Whatever it is you're here for. And why do you have this quiet HWBT guy with you? He weirds me out. Look, I'm just an observer. Or a cleric handler, I guess. So it's a short laugh. Okay, I get it. Cleric handler. That's good. Snell shrugs. What is that thing? Point to the machine. Copper press, she answers without looking up. For the chant. Who writes all the articles? We've got a circle, anonymous journalists, and no, I'm not giving you names. Come on. Please? No. She sighs. But I do write a bit myself, mostly to follow the pages. You're both the editor and the writer? That sounds fun. Sure. What do you write? Page ops, mostly. Page up. A focused newspaper column, featuring the opinions of a writer on a topic of relevance to a targeted audience. Tell me more. She groans and taps the machine. I read about current events, the old conflicts, strikes, corrupt officials, illegal spell casting by clerics. Her eyes lands on you for a few seconds. Anything the other newspapers won't touch, basically. Are you allowed to run this thing in here? Are you a friend or not? Can't a friend ask about the legality of copper presses? She frowns. The city has a bunch of inane and quite frankly oppressive laws about what constitutes a legal printing business. All of it's bullshit, meant to keep people from printing the stuff the city doesn't like. The city wouldn't do that, would it? You tell me. Since those that decide what gets to go to print are also affiliated with the biggest political party in the city, things get morally dubious. But I can promise you, we're on the right side of history here. There's a sense of doubt in her. There's no sense of doubt in her voice. Cool, well, can I ask? Great. What are you voting for in the election? She stares at you. Are you kidding? Just asking. I'm voting green. Interesting. Do you want to know what I'm voting? Not really. Oh. Yeah. You want anything else? Damn it. She's smarter than she looks. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Wait. I asked you. I asked you. You asked me, please. Now. Anything else? Tell me about the tea shop. Loved that place. Not because it was good, but lots of memories there. You were friends with the owner? Oh, gods, no. Mr. Drummer just served tea. We didn't talk to him much. Really sad to see it gone. I don't know what kind of trouble he ended up in, but I never expected Mr. Drummer to get into explosive trouble. She's not hiding anything from you. Anything else? Not really. He just served tea and made that clacking sounds. Alphas might know more. Lean in and whisper. What about an elf? Her eyes go wide. We talked to her once or twice. One nice gal, She shuts her mouth and points to Alphas. Talk to him. No. You tell me more. Right now. I'm not exactly. You're half right. I get health when I ask them. Nuh-uh. She points at Alphas again. He'll tell you more than he'll tell you what you're allowed to know. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Thank you, what happens if I push this crank? The machine hums in the corner. The copper press, a wonder of the late arcane era. This thing is incredibly expensive. The fact that these Asgalists have one means they must have some type of funding for sure, or they just stole it at some point. Look over the machinery. It's humming along. They keep it running, since it's usually a hassle to get Mago engine going. The girl's exchanging some parts, probably tinkering with the auto press plates. It's time consuming to set up a copper press for print, but once it's going, it can go forever. Or until it runs out of ink. Could I sabotage it? There's potential there. If you disrupt the calibration bad enough, you'd fuck up their entire production pipeline. And, well, you'll get into a real mess if you're spotted. You wouldn't fuck up that bad, would you? Agent Vera would be happy if you did, of course. Let's not. Thank you for your time, printer. Mr. Cityman! You see a throng of dwarves shuffling around inside the city apartment. The smell of confined sweat reminds you of the summer you spent as a farmhand on the plantation. Terrible memories. Welcome to the Asgalian Sanctuary on Tolstead. For short, I asked. Hell's bells. It's like they stacked on top of one another. An apartment full of nothing but dwarven willpower. Wonderful sanctuary you've built here. It's central and small. He draws in air through his teeth and looks around. But what we used what we got to full efficiency. But now the question is, what can you do for the Asgalian Workers' Party? Yes, give me a quest, right now. The dwarf sucks in a deep breath through his teeth. We don't really need anything right now. What? No! Despair. I got 5 men on the water lane docks preparing speeches and overseeing postal distribution, all in preparation for the Great March, day before Election Day. He looks like he's thinking of several other things he needs to be doing right now. So no real need for a spell-slinging cleric here, I'm afraid. Fair enough. It is what it is. Elections are won through organization and press, not magic. Those days are long gone. A fool speaks of things he does not understand. If you wish to help them, do not offer a cleric. Instead, offer assistance in their printing. Speak with Modessa. Thanks.
Huh?
Mr. Cleric? Actually, wait. Back to you. Yes. Read all this already. Yep. Great. Looks awesome. Great. Do you have anything particular in mind? We don't need anything right now. Nothing at all. 5 men on water lane. So what this should be doing. Fair enough. Oh, here we go. You know the tea shop that blew up. Tell me what you know. Well, I know damn well that's why none of my boys were inside at the time. Especially happy that none of the youths got hurt either. They spent a lot of time there from what I understand. The youths? The Asgard youth. It's the Youngling Corp. They mostly deal with teenagers and get into the Asgard groove, as they say. He looks proud. Where were you and your men on the day of the explosion? Busy, as always. Now I can't keep a track of every lad in here, but me myself, I was at the palace applying for 5 or so PPGs alongside another foreman. One of the leading council members of Asgard. Sometimes called us the Knack. Group of 4 men or 4 folk guiding the Asgard movement in Norvik. They lead the workers' union movements. Asgard is the entire Asgard Workers' Party. You had the boom though. Most of the city probably did, right at noon. No one really seemed to care that much, even with the ball of smoke rising from Polstead. I rushed over it, of course. The fact that no one died was a miracle, and I'm not one to assign to divine intervention for nothing. What are your thoughts about the explosion? Free Striders. For sure one of their ploys or plans, or schemes that blew up in their faces. Maybe one of their hired gangs, or an elemental mercenary gone rogue. I just know it. They're involved with this, and probably the owner, that drummer fellow as well. Did you know Drummer? The Birdman? Nah, I never spoke much with him. Something about never quite struck right with me, and not because of the voice thing, just... It seems like he was happy about hosting the youth's meetings and letting us have official drinking nights with local workers. But he seemed to be an opportunist, if anything. Something about the way he acted. Not sure what, just a gut feeling, you know? It's all up at the tea shop. Who you vote for? Free Strider. Of course. Excuse me? He gives you a clap on the right arm and laughs. No, ask a list, of course. What a stupid thing to ask. I like that about you. Are you calling me stupid? Get offended. He scoffs. Don't act like my cursed mother. It's only a jest, cleric. Don't be so sensitive. What if I'm here to shut down this entire operation? He glared at you for a moment, then burst into laughter. Mr. Shitman, I can say many things about you, but unfunny is not one of them. I can't stop these assholes, can I? No, you cannot. Oh, you could never. If you really want to shut them down, just go report the location of the Free Striders. Duh. If you try anything, any magic will break you. Stay on our good side, Mr. Seaman. He is not joking. We got a dead elf in the shop. An elf, you say? Stare at him. He does not meet your gaze. He knows something. You can read him like an open book? Not right now, we're in the middle of something. Stay silent until he breaks. The elf, was she in the fire, yeah? But why didn't they? Didn't look properly. You know how it is. That is unfortunate. See Modessa glance over to you, listening in on the convo with a deep frown. Pinja Athena was a friend of the movement. I suspect she'd be involved in this somehow, but... Dwarf closes his eyes. Years of toil take a toll. I hoped she'd suddenly left the city. was she? Ilium Elf. Strange mix-up, I agree. But she was kind. He looks away as he says it. Who did she work for? Herself, from what I understood. Officially, she was connected with the Ilium Embassy, or whatever they call it. The Outreach. That's the one. So, she was secretly an Asgalist? Move on. I wouldn't go so far, but she helped. Whatever she was, she shared information that was always helpful. So it was a transactional relationship? He smirks, a shit-eating grin. No, Mr. Cityman. Or if it was a very unbalanced one, since we never did anything for her. She would tell me things whenever I saw her, intercepted messages sometimes, leveraged to use in labor disputes. Business in the palace, polling numbers before they're published, opposition that had yet to strike. I'm sure we would have gotten ahead on that PPG issue had she still been around. His eyes grow dark. Thinking about it, she helped immensely over these last few years. Countless times, so I don't care what she identified as. In my eyes, she was an Asgal through and through. Did you know people in the palace? He nods. I don't have the details, but yeah, I'm sure. Any enemies? Lots, I imagine. I wondered many times that granting us so much information could land her in danger. It's in your back, Gravity. Was she connected with the Freeze Riders? I'm sure she was, somehow. Otherwise, she wouldn't know half the stuff she sent over. Do you know what she thought about the Ilium? You know, I asked her once. That she didn't exactly give me a straight answer, but something in my gut told me. She was trapped, but she looked like a trapped animal. I suppose that's why I hoped she had just upped and left when we didn't hear from her. She deserved to be free, the gal. To be struck down in a damn tea shop. It's his foul, really. Oh, that's all I need to know, I think. Alright, I'm leaving. Thank you, Alphaz. Can I pick this belt up? Ooh, +2 constant advantage against dwarves. Oh. Oi! What you doing? Swing into a stretching motion. Oh, nothing, just some isometric exercise. That'll stop it, you'll get hurt like that. And we keep a bunch of valuables back there. Like our prized belt of dwarven kind. Oh, I see, tell me more about it. It's a symbol of golden dwarven friendship, a belt given to friends of Asgalian dwarves, forged by the artificers of the old empire. Expensive as hell, so don't go touching it. Right. Wipe the sweat off your brow, instead just wipe the front of your helm and then leave. Well, I'll steal that eventually. What's in here, though? The bathroom. It's surprisingly clean inside. Aye. You get the vibe here. You know, the vibe. The kind of, you could steal his most precious belongings and you do nothing about it type vibe. You and me should be friends. Okay. Now Pushy can serve you well. Give him a fist bump. He slowly joins your fist with his own. The deal is sealed, you're not mine. Okay. I have some other questions, friend. He looks around, then he nods. You've confused him. You've outsmarted him. You're running goddamn circles around him. What do you know about the tea shop? Nothing, right? That's the foreman. Hey, Alphonse! Simi says you know something incriminating about the tea shop. No! I did not, foreman. Yeah, he did. Simi's a snitch. What are you yelling about? Stop messing about. Exactly, Simi. Stop messing around. Okay. He nods, nervously. What are you voting for in the election? Election? Workers' Party? I don't really care. I just asked so I can tell you about my political opinions. Oh, and I'm not voting, because I'm apolitical. Oh, neutral. Ah, he nods. Completely without opinions of any kind. Okay. That's all for now, thank you, citizen. Visual propaganda. Right. Well, this was an adventure, wasn't it? Well, but I know where we can go now. It's afternoon, which means we can go back and talk to Mushroom Head Elf Lady. Surely she'll know something. Surely. Alright, booked a halfling. Thank you. He is also where I'm heading anyways, though, so it all works. He's literally up here. I have to go back there after midnight for my prayer book. I don't know what voice I gave him. He waves a hand in front of him. Life is pain! Know what you want. I found a book by Cividix. That library was very talkative. You did? Fucking glorious. And I'm sorry, what do you mean by talkative? Long story. Typical dungeon bullshit, you know. Oh, I understand. Often it's more about that some other time then. So, can I see it? Hand on the book. Look at that. What a piece of shit. There's even a gem on the latch. Such bourgeoisie bullshit, he says, while flipping open the magical tome. I prefer my books with less flair and more content. Speaking of which... What do you think of that blood property? Huh? Haggin Shags? No, it's old enough for that. How curious. The halfling sniffs a few times while flipping through the golden pages. Beyond that added note, the first page is definitely exactly what I'm looking for. The 6th edition of the Book of the Mind. Huzzah! Hells yeah, as the kids say. Now! Snur takes out a quill and paper along with some ink. Then he opens the book to the first page of the dozen or so pages of foreword. I shall copy the foreword of it in its entirety. Luckily, our dear Lord Scholar Cividix wrote in regular old Demoniorian. What are you hoping to find? Mainly an answer to his exploration of anima and animus. But who knows if it'll ever be mentioned. Either way, it'll only take a few minutes. Okay, wait 1 hour. There we go. Stell jumps up from the couch. Those are some long minutes, Appledent. Oh, yeah, sorry. I had to take the extra care to make sure I did not mess up any of the transcription work. Either way, now it is done. He taps the quill one last time for final punctuation. Then, an esoteric force explodes from the tome. Master! Your limbs reach out on instinct. It's gonna hit the halfling, but if you follow through, it'll hit you instead. It wants a mind. Grab the book! You grab it from Schnurr's gasp, the shocked halfling letting go without a fright. The energy emanating from its page is now focusing on you. Necrotic energies. If you resist it, it will only go back to the scholar. If you wish to protect him, let it in. Your mind is a fortress, and you open the gate. It floods in, every crevice filled by ghostly whispers. Whispers and screams. Your vision grows bright. Oh well, this will have to do. What's going on? Think a little before you speak. What? Who are you? I see.
You are cursed!
I am cursed. Oh no, I be cursed! I see. Greetings, Lord Scholar. Beware of this mental meeting. Some manners, good. Nonetheless, this is an improvement over being brought back as a tool for that misbred mutant. Tell me what you wish to gain from myself here in this near-corporeal form. Or is it this half-ling whose foolish ambitions you still fulfill? Snurr Appleton is a great scholar. He will continue your work. This lower being will not do anything beyond digging a hole in the ground. Anything beyond is but a rabbit dreaming of jumping to the moon. What's the moon? The sole light of the night. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. to whatever their moon would be. You may ask whatever questions you have. Only for the esoteric shackles bound around my soul I shall answer. Who was this mutant you mentioned? A damned hag in shags, one crawling around the holes of this horrid place. I had hoped for them all to have fallen. Alas, some have clearly clung to a type of disgusting existence. Unlike you, who's hanging on to a completely regular existence. My ghostly form is nothing but a temporary measure, I assure you. Himvrek Hagenshags is a crazed abomination. He will never return to a sane state. I can't read. A sane state, no matter his lofty ambitions. And that idiotic greeting of his. It has burned a hole into my mind I will never be able to repair. If you ever see him, kill him. It would be a mercy upon his ancient soul. Greeting? What greeting? The inbred idiot always said the same phrase when I reopened my book. What was it? Ahoy hoy. Idiotic. Never ask me to utter it again. Snur wanted to ask about the Anima Animus. Yes, that is why most wished to gather the 6th edition. A dozen copies I crafted, each containing a different foreword with a fragment of my knowledge. My decades of research. I could not publish most of it as it used illegal data gathering during various Arcanist experiments. What did you find? The Anima and Animus are incomplete ideals. They are but a shade of a greater color, a swatch standing midst a palette of the mind. Through mental tribulations and intense... Oh, some of my glasses, that's what it is. Through mental tribulations and intense physical exertion, I managed to extract a deeper understanding, a categorization of the mind. There is overlap to general personality research, however it does not match perfectly, as all creatures seem to exhibit these categories in different forms. 6 categories to be precise. 6? They are not prominent in the thoughts of most. They are not easily pinned down, nor are they practical due to their changing nature. However, there are 6 shades of the psyche, which can be practically explored and examined, each on a spectrum of its own. I have distilled them into the following terms: force, agility, body, intellect, awareness, presence. There we go. Each creature has various aspects imprinted onto these 6. For example, the masculine is most often found within the force, though some can see it more within the intellect or presence, while the feminine is most found within the body or awareness. There is much more to be discovered here. I was in the middle of my latest compilation when disaster struck. Once I return, the work shall continue. Is your soul in all copies of this book? Yes, fragments of the whole. A necrotic spell, not unlike that of lichdom, was undertaken. If you wish to learn more, you will have to survive this next era, for my return will be magnificent. What if I destroy the book? That will do nothing. You do with it as you please. In fact, if you do, I will be happy to never have to answer your inquiries again. Wow. Alright, cool, bye. Then I'll gladly end this inane conversation. I suggest not summoning me again until you have more useful questions, or I will destroy whatever vessel is near. But for now, you have at the very least shown to be less of an annoyance than that damned Hagenshags. In return, I shall leave this plane once more, without ripping your mind to shreds. Let him leave your mind. A deep and open vacuum is left within your mind as presence slips out. As vision returns to your eyes, you see a rough halfling looking down on you. Next to him, your companion poking at you with his foot. I see movement. Marvelous, simply marvelous, my dear cleric. You appear to have been in conflict with the spirit of Cividex himself. I've written down your conversation here. What? You've been out for a few minutes, talking to yourself. Oh, it didn't seem like much of a danger, though. Mostly just some concerning rhetoric. and I'm no expert. But you should be careful. Possessions, from what I know, they can have long-term effects. There's so much to learn from this absolute piece of shit. And why did we just accidentally summon the spirit of this dead scholar? Snur hands over the gem-encrusted tome, its latch firmly resealed. It appears to be some kind of necrotic container, a phylactery of sorts, perhaps. But, in a literal sense, that does not make sense. Rather, my guess that Cividix bound his spirit to all magical 6th editions and spread them across the world. For what purpose? Most likely to bring himself back at some point. How? Who knows? But the book is now yours. Considering the danger involved, I would not suggest opening it not again. What do you do with this information? Good question. Arcanists are well known for appropriating the work of other lesser folk. Considering we learned here today, I wish to delve more properly into all of this. Snur turns away from the mess on his desk to face you with a confident smile and a sweaty brow. This has been a significant step in the right direction. Thank you, Cleric. Hey, I got a magic book out of it. A magic book with a ghost in it. Yes, you did. Just try to be careful with it. Or do whatever. I'm not your mother. And we shall talk more about this. Far more in the future. That I promise.
Yeah, wasn't the most fun experience to witness either. Until the tea shop is dealt with, please don't open that book again.
Hey, Meek. This Hagenshag is your old master, right?
Yes, ahoy hoy and so on.
Old Master was a very special person, Meek realized. Meek hopes new Master does not have meet Old Master. Meek thinks it would end bad. Snur glances up from his notes to see your mimic scarf whispering in your ear. Mika's clothing, he mutters, and blows out some air. That's my kind of degeneracy. Good choice and familiar, Cleric. Well, I'm leaving. I also completed a quest. Where'd that go? I thought I did. There it is. Oh, nothing exciting. Alright, sweet. Friggin' sweet, Loish. This is worse than that time I got stuck fighting a demon. Wow, a book. Wow. Look at my constitution. I got so much of it. Alright, goodbye, halfling. Well, that was one heck of an adventure, wasn't it? A belle of the city. 1 hit point. Oh, hey, there's money in there. Hold up. Hold up. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Allegedly throwing water in a wishing well, or money in a wishing well, came from, like, when ancient-ish people would, like, be nomadic, and they'd find some water, and they'd throw the coins in to, like, thank the water spirits, basically. Fun fact. Fun fact. Shit. I gotta think. I know where I'm going. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember. Fuck. It's right there. It's on the tip of my tongue ski. So you don't open until what? Sundown, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember now. There we go. She's in the Goblin Garden, I think. Cause now I gotta find Mushroom Head Lady. Oop. Pick me up. The depths call to you. Ooh, nat 20. A god's gift. Gain 1 ability score for a week. About damn time. Finally, some holy attention. Sweet. Do I have to choose the ability score, or did it just happen? And if it just happened, which one was it? Oh, is it all of them? Oh, no. Of all the ones it chooses, it gave me charisma. That's okay, that explains why charisma itself said that. Pardon me, excuse me, Goblin Jack Sparrow. Yeah, there's a different way I could have done that, but apparently I'm going to go through Viskins again. Hello, Viskin. Just heading to the goblins, don't mind me. Goodbye, Viskin. No. No. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I haven't done this yet. Throne of a modern dragon. Bing. Mystical Resurgence. Regain 2 second-level spell slots. I thought she was here in the garden. There she is. Hello. We need to talk, because I'm fairly certain you're a hag. Enhance ability. The elf looks you up and down as you approach. Human. A friendly greeting. We found an elf at the tea shop, one of your friends. You. Her normally wide smile fades. An Ilium, I presume. I do not consort with their kind. I'm afraid I cannot help in any way, apart from offering a free piece of advice. A tip, if you will. Please do. She makes a coughing-ish sound. Tread carefully. The roots of Ilium grow far and deep. They will strangle you given the chance. Do not anger the Mender's shadow. Got it. Her smile returns. Good. Good. Show her my primal attunement. Haha! You kneel. Hmm? You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature. Interesting. Yes, yes. She places her bowl from her desk to the ground before you. You must show her what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of Jor's strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold my hand over her bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. Then she moves the bowl even closer to you. You've attempted this before. It did not go well. You believe. That is all you require. Welcome back, Gravity. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. Drop chewing my nail. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl, the strings within them, around them. Grab one of them, change it, twist a string. Ah. Hooray! At first, nothing, then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it is connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did a little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? You ruined my brew. It's fine. Listen. Oh, whoops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Use druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the natural world. The goblin looks on, giving an uncharacteristically stunned expression. Of course, I'm a natural. You are, aren't you? Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms onto the ground. The contents wriggle before you. Alright, the mushrooms come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No, they're supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be one human I share knowledge with, if that's what you wish. I love plants. Give her a thumbs up. Very well. What do you want to know, human? Can druids create magical food? Certainly. There's a spell which would be very useful for you since you're on the high run on the time. It's called Good Apple. It creates 5 apples. Each can feed a grown man for a full day. Ooh, I love apples. Can I have that spell? I don't have it, sorry. But I do remember I handed one to Moongore. Oh, I've met her. Bugbear, right? Yes, indeed. How wonderful. She really needs more socializing down there. Lovely woman. Quite the bite on her. Good. Alright, that's it. Actually, wait, hold on. Still, why are you acting weird?
Shut up!
He turns away from you and the mushroom lady. Do not worry here. Do not worry. The lady's runner here is not a fan of fungi.
I'm just keeping a safe distance, alright?
He takes a few more steps away. Suddenly you realize it might not actually be so safe to hang around here. Your must have had a bad experience with mushrooms at some point. You'll have to ask about that later. That's it. Bye. Apparently I haven't reported it to Lady Sageleaf properly. Okay, so the goblin wants to go back to the city below, apparently. There's gonna be something down there I'm not quite seeing. It's only like 3 p.m. Oh, it's a cantrip. Interesting. So it's the same as thaumaturgy. It's slightly different. Yeah, Happy, what's up? That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that is friggin' the funniest thing. Alright. Let's go talk to Sageleaf again. Fucking hilarious. Cleric, you've returned. I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose. I haven't asked her yet. Who are you voting for in the election?
You dare tread on such volatile grounds here in my chambers?
Yes.
Really? You mean it? You dare ask of my political opinions?
Yes?
Okay, well, I haven't decided.
Oh. Her eyes dart around the chamber to her subjects. Then her gaze lands on you once more.
Yet.
That's the best answer you'll get. So you're not leaning in any particular direction, or... No.
And I encourage every one of my subjects to think for themselves on what they wish to vote.
She knows every goblin in her tribe will just vote for her party if she were to express her thoughts, so she doesn't, to keep the tribe unaligned. Go to the tea shop. Anything new to report? Ah, here we go. Present the full story to Sage Leaf. Oh, nat 20 even? Oh, that makes sense. That'll be funny. Yes. You over the details with broad strokes. Putting the events into clear chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there, but the elf was. And the elf clearly had reason to sit in the closed tea shop. The elf was in possession of a fully stocked necklace of fireballs. The goblin chieftain's lips curled into a slight smile, which then turned into a grim frown. Go on. She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. And lay out the entire plot from the beginning. One thing that didn't make sense to me from the beginning was, why a tea shop? Exactly. Just not by the same developers. She shrugs. Why indeed? He glances between his queen and yourself. Careful now. You know the truth. You understand it. It was an accident. A deal gone wrong. She contemplates your words for a few seconds.
A deal, you say? Would not surprise me. Drummer seems the type to mediate nefarious business. I do not believe for a second this was a planned attack. There are too many important targets so close. Had it have been a simple fireball spell, perhaps. Snell, do you know where this is? This necklace of fireballs?
Necklace of fireballs. A magic item mass-produced? Yeah, I knew that already. He nods. Exceedingly rare, my lady.
Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead. Those float around the coast from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the Coast War. Each bead, if detonated together, would result in a blast increasing in power.
One level per bead, and...
One level per bead, and it starts on 3rd level, as normal fireball would.
9 beads would mean... Stay silent. Her smile widens.
11th level.
She speaks the words like they're delicious. Oh boy. Simple math, the goblin.
Simple math?
The goblin says, unconcerned. Isn't that against the rules of magic? She scoffs.
There's no rules. Not really. The Arcanists push boundaries beyond morality and reason.
She scoffs, loudly and with an air of annoyance.
I'm just impressed the dwarfen masonry still stands. I assume such power would tear reality itself asunder. But no, it's simply scorched a lot hotter.
There was a gold chain in the hands of the elf.
A gold chain? As in... That must be the necklace, then. It actually survived the blast?
It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. The goblin chieftain clicks her tongue and leans back in her throne.
Interesting. Once spent, the core chain must have retained some magic, until trifled with, of course.
Lady glances to Snell, then back to you.
Well done. You've convinced me of this perspective. For now, at least.
The lady grows silent and begins twirling a ring on her finger.
How is the cleric's health, Snell? Health, my lady? Do you believe he could require some magical assistance?
The goblin mutters and gives you a good look.
Yeah?
She takes off the ring and tosses it to you.
Wield it well, human. It will keep you up and running.
She leans on her claw and glares at you.
This joint venture is not yet finished. Snell, cleric. Yes, my lady? You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. That is what you do you not?
Oh yeah, always.
Good. The elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever's responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties. Find out everything about this elf. Locate the missing witness, this Frank, son of Frank, dressed in yellow. Fake name or not, if he can be found, you must do it. And then there's the question of the poor fool drummer, of course. You have until the election, Cleric. Cleric, be quick. Time is running thin.
I spoke with Drummer, who's hiding in a warehouse on Waterline.
Did you now? And what did the bird say?
She glances to Snell.
We discovered an illegal smuggling operation, my lady. A what? The bird couldn't have run it himself, could he? There is an undisclosed hidden safe space connected with the tea shop. Drummer used it as storage space for the freestriders.
I took his papers. Drummer cannot leave the city, at least not in any official capacity.
Good. He might still slip on through, but there's a little bit easier to catch.
Wrong voice.
Well, we will make sure to attempt to catch him. Snell? I've already sent word. We'll do our best. Of course you will. At the very least, the bird was found, and this adds to the full picture.
The Goblin Queen groans loudly. God, do I hate the freestriders. Hey, here, take care of him. She snatches them quickly and tosses them to the side of the throne.
Good. That will make things easier. You served well, Cleric.
The Goblin Chieftain gives you a wicked grin. Who doesn't hate freestriders?
A fair statement. Now, what else?
What do we know about Frank, son of Frank? Not much.
Some whispers of a man dressed in yellow rushing downwards. Perhaps he fled into the city below. That fellow's probably dead or dying in that case. Either way, let's find him.
I had a chat with a very mysterious elf.
The warden.
Yeah, that one. How'd you know?
I've already heard from Visca that they took the corpse. I did not expect them to move so quickly.
He told me that Pinja, the dead elf, was trying to do something horrible.
What exactly?
That she was planning an esoteric attack on election day to blow up the Temple of Earth. She laughed, flinging her head back.
Do not trust a word that bastard is spewing. He's either trying to save himself or protect someone else, putting her in as some kind of scapegoat. The Ilium are dangerous. While I do not know their exact involvement with this incident, they are all dirty, I swear. If Warden Clairville pulls up person to explain how he's innocent, then he's got his filthy hands all over this.
Elves.
There's no doubt in my mind. Find out who Clairville was working with. Considering the Ilium, they were probably trying to interfere with the election themselves. Now, who would work with elves? A good question. Look into it. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, we will.
That's all for now.
Fine.
Keep at it. That's all for now. Alright. To the Undercity. Like going back to... wait, let's put that ring on. One D4 HP per hour. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Is this back to Viskins? Okay. Head back down. I'm still missing one rat as well. One little rat. Come on, Snellius. Oh. Oh boy. Inner monologue time. What is loneliness? Excuse me? What is it? That feeling in your chest? The dull knowledge of lacking, of being without this thing hanging veil-like as a connective tissue between others. Is it something? Or is it simply void? What does this got to do with the tea shop? Everything. It is the central theme. So, you come here to solve a mystery, yet you find that everything is working against you. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. It has been difficult, yes.
Potential forces working against each other, not in direct competition, but indirectly as the election looms over all folk. A coin lord who wishes nothing to be brought to light under his reign. A chieftain who wishes to hold her domain tightly. Caught between a poor woman in a tea shop. How do we know she's innocent? Not innocent, but somehow you know she did not deserve such an end. Okay, and what's this got to do with loneliness? For you, despite these tribulations, it has proven a revitalization, a return to form. This last year has been terrible. It was just an emotion. I've been through worse. But now, you're on your way to handle it all. All thanks to Snell. Yes, his presence is good in your life. He is potentially a friend. A friend. Friendship is not a necessity, nor is beauty, nor is love. They do not help you survive in this world. Rather, each of those things give value to survival. So the empty hole in your chest does not open up wide at the end of your next quest. When the silence of your tower, office, or room at Mom's apartment does not engulf you quite so suddenly and hastily. Remember that feeling. But then you can ask yourself another question. What is tea, really? Are you shifting topics again? A warm liquid, filtered through leaves of various distinguished plants, only to be served to free-spirited youthful folk of common cloth. A drink of the post-war era. And then this drink explodes. It does not, however. You see at the center of Norvik, in the middle of a chilled river Torna, sits a fortress. One filled with folk, each of them flowing through the alleyways and tunnels and streets. At the center of which, you find a tea shop. Stepping through the doors, you're immediately hit by a wave of esoteric or exotic aromas. There are folk of all kinds debating, playing music, and exchanging ideas within these walls. Stacks of newspapers thrown about the tables. Behind the counter, you see a dark feathered creature serving freshly brewed cups. This is a tea shop. There are many like it in Norvik, but there's nothing special about this one, apart from the fact that this one blew up. That doesn't sound very lonely. No, it does not. It was the best years of your life. It was the closest you came to having friends. Most of it spent drinking Hothland tea in Devogby, one of 5 districts in Norvik located around the Great Steam Pit in northwest, deep crevice that's connected to a river via canal. With people. Oh, shut up. They used you. Aren't you the one always going on exploited labor? Well, that's you. A lonely kid tricked into pushing dwarf propaganda, that's all. It's not so simple. They were also kids. Miriam, she was trying to... You don't need them. Nothing to cry over. Nothing lost. Everything gained. However, if you hadn't gotten arrested, you would have never joined the Earth Guard. It was destiny. A group of Asgilists turning on each other, running to the hills to survive that. It brings character. Keep this goblin at arm's length. You don't know where he's been, or what his intentions are. You will always make it as a lone cleric against the world, as always. No, don't push him away. You gotta reel him in, just like everyone else. Your main problem from the beginning has been one thing. Honesty. You keep showing your true colors. Nobody likes that. Keep it friendly. Keep it light. Everyone should enjoy your company. They can enjoy your company without it being a winning game. But if they enjoy our company, you win. Everyone wins, including you. Ignore this idiocy. Focus on your spells, learning, retaining knowledge, and applying it during downtime. Become an even greater master of memorization. Tell me about friendly company. Snell is a good person. You enjoy his company. Just his presence during a breather is enough to make you feel good at heart. The feeling is somewhat mutual. Who cares what he thinks? You seriously know how to make friends for real. That includes manipulating them into actually sticking around. During short rests, always roll a hit die with advantage. Snell gains extra proficiency in his initiative. Got it, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the friend one. Friendly company! You'll be a great friend. A true friend. And so you shall remain. Hey, I leveled up too. Alright.
Alright. Let's up my... I got my wisdom again. Alright. That means we're almost max level for the game. Hag known as Lisa. I don't think I've ever even been in a shop in this game yet. Okay, let's see. Have I already like attuned with this one? Yeah. Can we go through the one-way door again? Okay, this is where the slime was. This is this office, which I haven't done with these books yet, so hold up. A stack of books lies crooked on the floor, half buried. Recognize the binding, late arcane era. One tome is clearly arcane, makes your eyes itch. They've done this already. Comprehend languages. Whoop. The spell brightens your ability to read chaotic books. Decipher the warded tome. Nice. The wards recognize your competence. They part like curtains. Inside you find a treatise on sensory magic. Illusions. This Hagenshags was studying the relationship between perception and reality. Rigorously, mathematically. Hundreds of pages of experiments of the mixing of the divine and divination. Look over his results. He posits the mind does not receive reality, it constructs it. Each moment your senses gather fragments, color, sound, pressure, heat. Then something deeper, something he calls the interpretive layer, assembles those fragments into the world. The question he asks, not quite so directly, what happens when you tamper with that layer? Not showing someone a fake image, not casting darkness over their eyes. Rather, reaching the mechanism itself and adjusting the assembly. Doesn't appear too far-fetched. It does not. This seems to align well with the scholarly basis of your education. However, the next part does not. The last half of this tome, through many trials, mostly performed on himself, you gather. The man who calls himself a Hagenshag, he shows results pointing towards a measurable conduit within every string, only visible through this altered layer. The bloom of Jor lies upon each caster, he writes, all channeled through the gates, invisible, hidden, even the outer gods are blind. The term used to describe the actual gods, those evaded the coast during the Gate War. They hold no dominion on Jor's realm since the gates closed, but the most common consensus among scholars is all walking gods are simply avatars. How else would the Lich sustain himself? How else do the pockets both increase below and decrease above? Blah, 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 blah. Only I can see the truth. Only I can master the relic left by Ubramixis. All I need to unlock it, that one word, one key to unlock a world of total dominance in the new era. Umbraxamixis, the all-wise one, the black dragon of old Dimenor, known for holding the largest dragondom at his peak. His capitals are in the city of Silverslove, constructed under the central marshland of the band. His strength was based on esoteric might, and he was known to carry 100 human wizards on his back when he went to war. All I need is the power word, ebb. Start the last page. Madness. The type of madness only born from revealed truth. New master has read old master's book. Meek is very impressed. Close the tome, carefully. The wards seal themselves behind you, satisfied, perhaps, that you treated their contents with respect. Leave the books. Interesting. Intriguing. Intriguing. That's the one-way door. Okay, that's nothing. this brings me back to here. Which leads me to the snail? Nope. Okay, yeah, this spot. I'm sure there's nothing to do here. Look at this thing. Okay. Let's double check. We'll go down here really quick. Take the step again. Let's go. Maybe there was something down here and I just haven't been here in so long. Nope. Wait, nope. And nothing up here to look at. Okay, well that was fun. Back up we go, please. Yeah, because right now I'm using instead of I was using thaumaturgy before. Now I'm using druidcraft. Trying to talk to different spirits this time. Because yeah, the lightning one lets me talk to sacred entities, whereas druidcraft lets me talk to primal entities that would otherwise hide from my. Wait a second. Otherwise hide from me. Oh shit. Hold up. Hold up. I know what to do with druidcraft. And I still haven't figured out how to open this door. And that's what this is. What once I figure out how to get through this door, we're set. Well, no, because it's like I can't even access the door. Like if it's a door I can use knock on, it'll let me like talk to it. You know what I mean? Because certain spells I can only use like when I'm in conversations. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what am I missing down here? Oh man, I fully beheld Snell. Neutral good. Get shits done. Oh no, I was one more away. Oh, that's funny. A lone wolf cares too much. Won't let anyone close. Old trauma. Got rejected. Family trouble. Who knows? Huh. Alright, so it's not really a tragic backstory, but you get it now. He's a yearner. The type to hopelessly throw himself into his work for the sake of a greater good. An idealist. A romantic. In the most goblin sense of the word. Can I bring you back to life? Still dead. Okay, well I gotta take a BRB and feed my animals in a minute here anyways. But I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to get deeper. I'm pretty sure this disconnects back to everything else. Yep. And this just leads to this room again. Okay. Interesting. Like, is it as simple as I didn't talk to, like, enough people quite yet? Because everyone just says keep going down at this point. Except for this person. I don't know where they are. Looking for a secret... Okay, let's go talk to Kraid again. Because Kraid... I remember Kraid was mentioning the secret door. Let's go reread what Kraid had to say. Kraid. Tell me more about secret door, please. You're gonna play on quivers. Okay. What do you hunt down here? Many things. Trade, dive, and stalk. Wildland below. Where else do you hunt? Kraid hunts where he pleases. This land is good. Good for sport. Great beasts roam and many fresh challenge wait. When Kraid is on hunt, he go far. Find anything good down there? Yes. Kraid take many trophy. From big chickens to little drake. And those of many, many teeth and eye. Most are tasty. Some vary. He glances to your companion. You. The goblin does a comically loud gulp. Hmm? Hmm? Little green men, you are not tasty, and not even fun to hunt, but you look spicy. He holds up his hand in a stern face. I can assure you I'm not. The croc lets out an amused growl. You stay out of the city, right? Yes. Kraid hunts in wilds. Urban sprawl too. Easy. When Kraid has mission, hunt begins. Mission. The croc smirks. Kraid say nothing. Don't. Good to know. These rats like you. Yes. Rat is little thing, which I remember from home. Big rat, those were great friends. You like little rat because you like big rat? He lets out happy growl. Big mushy swamp rat, the gayest of little rodent. I hunt as little, then as big I follow, I learn. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn, but they will. They will. That's great. Eugene whispers. Let's not get too friendly with a rat-loving killer croc, alright? So judgmental. Okay, hold on. Got biome quivers, okay. You're a chef, yeah? Yes. Cleric is hungry to offer slog dog. Slog dog, slog dog. Stare at the meat slog dog. Want a slog dog smell? Mystery meat crate, inspect it. Oh, we've already done this. Maybe later. Once I find all 5 rats. Already talked about this. Okay, so there's definitely a secret door around here somewhere, and that's what I'm not catching on to. So what if I go further down this way? Did I go further down this way? I don't know if I went down this path, actually. Can I actually wade through the water? No, I cannot. Okay, I know what this door is. Oh yeah, okay, I know where I am again. Weird. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna do a quick BRB, and I'm going to feed my animals. So I will be back very shortly. Gracias. You inspect the pickaxe. Secret. Is non-functioning. 2 of the measures and sliced in half. Extract the spell. You think I should bring back Stream Raiders? There's not very much nonsense. Oh, 500 points? Psh, you can do like 5 things. I know. As soon as everyone stopped liking Stream Raiders is when I got my custom avatar, the ability to get a custom avatar, and I was like, well, fuck. There you go, Wolfagen. I'm doing well, Alex. How about yourself? This is nothing like a regular memorization. A spell scroll or codex is offering nothing more. Blah, blah, blah. Magic items crafted output the stage as we get inside inner workings. So I can... Dear Lord. Even as a high difficulty slow process, however this pickaxe is broken. It does not perform on these esoteric stages in proper order, or more likely one of the stages is broken, entirely due to that last rune being sliced. Or what, it'll take 3 hours for you to do this. Spend 3 hours extracting the spell. 3 hours. That's all it takes for you to complete this normal men, extremely challenging task. But you're a normal man. You're the one who upholds the arcane letter. You can do this in 3 hours. There we go. You've noted the pleasure of interacting with this spell previously, but you quickly learn its extreme usefulness. Uncover once for each cast. Okay. Amazing. Alright, cool. Now I can use the spell of Detect Secrets. So, I'm going to go here. Soup and bread. What kind of soup and bread? Prepare. Oop, I meant to prepare spells. Whoops. Okay, so I definitely want comprehend languages. Charm person's nice. Detect secrets. Enhance ability. Knock. Speak with dead. Okay, hold 3 more spells. Speak with animals. Bless. And protection from good and evil and etc. Okay, so no reason to cast that spell. Okay, so what? It'll appear when I know there's a secret nearby? So let's just try using this everywhere and see what happens. No reason to cast it. Okay. Alright, so we're just waiting to see if that little piece of shit lights up. Alright. Well, I see if I can find some sort of secret door somewhere. Okay. Because this is where he was wondering about a secret door. Detect secret. No? No? Okay. Detect traps? Yeah, this is detect secret, though, so at least we're sort of lucky. Good catch, though. This is technically someone's homebrew D&D. Okay, so, aha. Okay, so there's something in here. Motherfucker. So there is something. There's a secret in here. As you approach the giant cat-like head, realizing its stone by its maw is shimmering. Esoteric energy radiates from within. Place my gloved hand on the surface. As your palm touches the cold stone, it warms beneath your touch. A voice echoes through your mind, speaking in an ancient tongue. A quien servis tu? Who do you serve? Cat speech, the language of the White Mane tribe. Who do you serve? That's pretty much what it said. Oh, pardon me. Also, I'm getting really tired of these spooky cat ruins by now. Just thought I'd let you know. It's asking who I serve, huh? Yeah, and who do you serve? Earth, of course. Fair enough. But I don't think that's the answer it's looking for. Oh. Crin Blanca. Speak the name clearly. Stone shifts. An activating sound as ancient as mechanisms activate. The maw opens slowly, revealing a cavity within. Something glints in the darkness. Wow! Your fingers close around cold metal. You pull out an ancient amulet made of pure gold. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Holy shit, yeah, you can catch a pile of crowns for this bad boy. Good job. Time to serve this dead cat god, I guess. I feel like that could end up badly. Anyway, good job. Now can we leave this creepy place? Neat. What do I do with it? An amulet shaped of pure gold, an invaluable treasure of the divine era. Holy shit. The eye must have been painted red once. +1 strength and charisma. That's +2 strength. And I'm not getting rid of meek. That's crazy. And I like intelligence. Well, I guess I'll just keep what I got on for now. Okay, anything else? Okay, so there we go. Now he's gonna go fucking run around until it tells us to, like, look for secrets. And then we'll probably find that secret entrance that Buckaroo was talking about. I'm a genius. He lies. Okay, no secrets around here. Intriguing, intriguing, intriguing. Oh, haha, secrets.
Huh.
This is not just a wall. Oh, there's probably so many. I'm just gonna keep it on. I gotta pay attention, because it barely lights up. Slide my hand in the crevice. Your gloved hand barely fits in, but just in, you feel something hard, something round that moves. Not in a fleshy way, right? No. Not in a spooky way? No. Is it hot? Nah, it's cool. Cool isn't cold, or cool isn't cool? It is cold. What is it? A button. Push it. You press it. If the light click, it groans. Aha! There we go. Deeper into the Underdark, please. The entry wall slides away as you reveal a deep, dark tunnel beyond.
Wow, nice catch.
He lifts his face in the air.
What's that smell? It's dank.
Fucking got some sick weed growing down there, bruh? A stench of mold and stone. Oh, that kind of dank. It is comforting and horrifying.
Meek know this smell. Old places, dark places. Be careful, master.
Time to go even deeper. Hooray! Yay. What in the almighty... Seemingly out of the air itself, a masked figure appears.
Master, bad vibe behind!
The intimidating shadow stands ready to strike with dagger in hand.
This may be one of your friends, cleric?
The goblin manages to ask for his eyes widen. His eyes fall on the dagger and he immediately reaches for his sling. Oh, it's happening. Let's go. Roll initiative. Well, fuck. Ah, sick. You can hear precise, controlled breathing from behind their esoteric mask. This is it. They are ready to kill. You spring into motion, prepared to act. The assassin intends to use the distance between you to their advantage. Throw something. Anything.
Cleric, there's a hex?
Throw something. The attacker's strength. Advantage against evil. Oh man, we're gonna go for it. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. You pick up the first thing you can grab and hurl it with all your might. Grab a handful of... It's a clod of dungeon dirt. And moss! But it breaks apart almost instantly and the particles fall down around you. Damn! The masked figure's head tilts at you suddenly. A flick of the wrist, a quick motion and with the hands, and a dark energy surrounds you. Oh, Goblin, could you imagine if that was the option? I bet it would have been if I won. But only in your mind. A hex. You'll take constant damage from this typical warlock spell. You feel a deep unease permeate your bones just as the assassin hurls a blast of sickly energy.
The lead squarely in your chest, causing an eruption of pain. The uneasy feeling turns into a sensation of needles stabbing into you.
Snell whips his sling with a practiced flare and launches a stone. The assassin flips backwards trying to dodge it, but it connects nonetheless with a sickening sound.
The sound of a brittle branch breaking.
Playtime's over. You will not allow some filthy sneak to kill you.
You are in danger.
You need to get up close and personal. Move forward within reach. Close enough. That's perfect. Wisdom. Consider the nature of the magic. Well, this seems like a stupid idea, but I'm going to do it. Oh, nat 20, baby! You take a moment to consider what sort of foe you face. It's typically hard to think during the heat of combat, but the conclusion is clear. This is a warlock. You've been hexed, and you're being attacked with eldritch blasts, which means that dagger is a hex blade. Their hex blade. The masked one again lifts their hands, shooting a viridescent blast. You endure the pain as best you can. Then the uneasy feeling sharpens and slices into your nerves.
Cleric, you've been hexed!
Yells the goblin with another stone. The stone misses the masked one. They glance sharply at Snell. All three of you are beginning to tire.
The end is near.
End this fight now. You can disrupt that magic's blade's string. You have the capability. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the mask. Whoops. Even though Dexterity told me to take it. You faint low, then reach out suddenly with both hands and connect with the mask. You give it a yank, then it peels away from the assassin's face and tumbles to the ground. No! You see the assassin's face for a moment. His face. Her face. Why are you doing this?
Hey, what the hell's?
She scowls and says, "Fuck you." Then in an instant, the mask is returned onto her face like a materializing mist. What? This poor child. You hear a crunching sound from the assassin's mouth, and suddenly she shrinks to 1/10 of her size. Bastard bit down on something. A reduce spell.
The pipe! She's going for the pipe!
Try to catch her. You reach, but your body fails you. The tiny, little assassin hops into the pipe. Stare in shock. You feel disappointment. Fear for the future. General confusion, really.
Look!
Snell points towards the stairs behind you.
They go down. Far down.
We won, Snell! Huzzah! Almost die at, 16 HP.
Oh god, no!
The goblin doesn't look too good as he returns the sling to his back pouch.
Look, we can either head back upstairs or we can continue down. But whatever the bastard didn't want us to see down there, we now have an open path.
You're right, Snell. Let's keep going.
Well, that's not really... I meant, we can go take a rest, but come back here later. The dungeon ain't gonna shift right away, but... You take the lead. I'll be right behind, okay?
The mystery of the strange assassin continues. You have a distinct feeling you will have to face that mask again, and the one behind it. A woman is hunting you, a young one at that. A hag, perhaps? Nah, that'd be far too expedient. All the clues point toward a very simple answer. You are dealing with a renegade warlock, and you are heading straight towards her master's lair. Whatever's hiding down these stairs is most likely, actually probably, exactly what that assassin doesn't want you to find. So, time to get going. Time for the truth to be unveiled. Count your blessings from Earth. Don't I have... Oh, I didn't keep heal? What's wrong with me? What kind of fucking cleric am I? Take a short rest, though, okay? How about that? Here's your short rest. You feel better now, Snell? Woohoo! Alright, let's go.
Nice with a breather, but we got work to do.
Yeah, we do. Come on. Ooh, it's nice down here. Oh boy, Snell, we're in for a fucking late night. We in for a late night, Snell. Where'd that... We got a new quest. Where'd it go? Didn't we? I swore we did. There it is. A cult hit. An assassin game for your life. You survived Dago with the esoteric mask. No clues to go on. Oh, sorry. With no clues to go on other than an esoteric mask. Move returning time. The master attackers even guarding a specific secret path. A specific secret path. Hey, you can walk here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Anything cool? I can walk on this rooftop. Okay. That's cool. Why would I want to... Why am I doing... Ooh. Detect secrets? No? Okay. Weird. Oh. Haha! Wait, no, never mind. This is probably just where they are. A labyrinth ahead. Oh, man. Can I not just get down there? Okay, into the labyrinth. Away! You stand before an entrance. Beyond you see dark tunnels, winding passages, a forlorn chamber connecting them all.
Seems like a lot of those paths could lead down.
Enter the chamber. You step inside. The musky air invades the holes in your helm. The air is thick with pollen, fungus, Every breath you take is mostly damp fungus. Yeah, let's just not linger here, okay? This is exactly the type of place where poor clerics get dudded by ankegs, gricks, or... What are those land sharks called again? Bullet. The land shark predator. They burrow through the air with intense speeds. They've been invading Norvegian streets at times, taking many lives in the process. Yeah, one of those.
Alright, which way, cleric?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Do you want me to choose? I've been running behind you all of this time for the explicit, very explicit reason that I assumed you literally would not follow me if I walked in any other direction.
That's true. Good assumption.
Yeah. Now pick a direction.
Tunnels above. You climb upward into the winding tunnels. The passage narrows, twists.
It's getting dark.
The goblin's monstrous eyes adapt quickly to this room, but even his vision has limits. Fucking gloom. God, I'm slipping. The darkness becomes absolute. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. Well, why would I not cast my dancing light? That's just silly. Tunnel is revealed in soft illumination.
Much better.
With light to guide you, the path becomes clear. Feel my way through. -1 dice. Shouldn't be a problem. Fucking rolls a 1. You focus. As does Snell. The light obviously helps, but the feel of the stone. Your hand traces the wall. Your feet test each step. Slowly but surely, you navigate this darkness. And enter the chamber. You find yourself in a low-ceilinged chamber. Water drips from somewhere above. The sound echoes in the enclosed space. I'm just thinking of you, Fleet, and it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Where are we in Fleet's apartment? No, but seriously, it really sucks. I think we're close. The goblin is correct. You can see light filtering in from a passage ahead. The exit! However, there is another path, descending into the darkness. You can smell old stone, stale air, death, burial grounds. Yo, do you want to explore that larger chamber before we go?
Do you want to go down there? Of course you do. If you think it'll help, fine.
You descend into the ancient burial chamber. The air grows colder still, rotten. Walk through the correct entrance. The doorway the doorway appears to have been sealed for millennia. Yes, actual millennia. A recent seismic shift must have broken the seal. Stillness, heavy with the centuries of undisturbed rest. Your footsteps splash. Oh, sorry, shit. Your footsteps splash in shallow water. It pools on the floor, ankle deep. The chamber is vast. Columns of carved stone rise into shadow. Snail motifs, spirals.
Yeah, this is a tomb. Tons of bones, all around.
His voice is barely a whisper.
Don't take too long.
And there, in the center, an altar. Upon it rests a mummified corpse. Look closer. Not human. A snail. A giant snail. Its shell is crystallized, preserved. The body itself is wrapped in ancient cloth, covered in strange runes. Funerary rites? Or a ritual? How else would this corpse be preserved for so many years? One of its appendages is extended, held out. In its grasp, a ring, entirely silvered. Even from here you can see it glowing faintly. Magic. Powerful magic. Very powerful. Dude, examine the ring more closely. You step forward. The water ripples around your feet. The ring is silver, inlaid with small shells and blue stones. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Ancient artistry. Make a decision here. You stare at it.
So, are you gonna take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. You reach out. Your gauntlet closes around the ring. You pull. Ring of spell storing. It slides free from the mummified grasp. For a moment, nothing happens. Look at it. esoterically tingling. A magical ring. Put it on. You will find out what it does. That was a failure, by the way. Intelligence, thank you. The goblin wipes sweat from his brow.
Let's get out of here before something else wakes up.
A sound. Huh? All around you.
Ah, shit.
From the shadows, from alcoves, from beneath the water, they rise. Skeletons. Their bones, ancient and yellowed, covered in barnacles and coral.
Run!
Shit, they're already surrounding you. You are trapped. Roll initiative. They move as one, a chorus of clattering bones. A dozen undead guardians, awakened after centuries of rest. Protect your loot, damn it! Your god is with you. He must be. Run. You need to run. They are nothing but bones. Manage them. Your heart pounds. Blood rushes in your ears. Death surrounds you. Literal death. Focus, you're a cleric. You have tools for this. Can we talk to them, question mark? No. They're beyond reason, beyond words. Only duty remains in these hollow skulls. We need to get out of here.
Working on it! Any divine intervention would be great right about now.
Let's see. Swing at the nearest one, which is daunting. Moderate, challenging. I'm going to do the dodge and weave with my dex, because I am a dick-ass rogue after all. You move like water between the attacks. Your feet find purchase on wet stone. Every strike misses. You're in control. For now.
There's too many!
The goblin draws his sling and lets a stone fly. It strikes one skeleton square in the skull. The skull cracks, but the creature doesn't fall.
Fuck!
They swarm forward, weapons raised. Rusted blades, bone spears, coral-covered clubs. 3 of them converge on you at once. You weave between the strikes. 1 blade, 2, 3. None of them connect.
Keep moving!
The skeletons reposition, preparing for another assault. 2 more skeletons advance on Snell. He dodges 1 strike, the second one catches him in the leg.
Ah! Shit!
The remaining skeletons circle, waiting for an opening. You're still surrounded, but the tide might be turning. Snell is wounded. You are wounded. But they are undead. They do not tire. You do. Earth lends strength. Your arms are heavy. Your breath comes in gasps. You need to end this or run. Think. Use your esoteric might. Think, cleric. Think. Snell, we need to go.
I know!
He darts between his skeletal legs, barely avoiding a strike. Effortless dexterity check. Come on, Snell. Fall back towards the exit. Woo! You backpedal quickly, your allies moving with you. Step by step, fighting retreat. The skeletons pursue, but you're keeping ahead of them. The exit. You can make it.
Fall back! Now!
You turn and sprint for the exit. The skeletons give chase, their weapons clattering. But you're faster. Run past the threshold. You burst from the burial chamber into the passage beyond. Your lungs burn. Your wounds scream. But you are alive. The skeletons reach the threshold and stop. They stand at the entrance, weapons raised, but do not pursue further. Bound to their tomb. Guardians that cannot leave their post.
Keep moving.
The goblin limps beside you, clutching his leg. You survived. Barely. That was intense. Woo!
That's one word for it. Suicide's another.
Are you alright?
I'll live. Probably. You?
I'm good.
Liar. But I appreciate the sentiment.
Reach the exit. Your lungs burn. Your body aches. But you're alive. And you make your way towards the exit. Behind you, the burial chamber returns to silence. You are
Emerging at the bottom of the ruins. The labyrinth delivered you safely down. Well, that was something. Nice to be alive.
Let's go. Alright. Snell looks at the looming giant mushrooms all around. Then he tenses up as his arm brushes against one of the sprouting, colorful flowers.
You look squeezy.
You really don't like mushrooms, huh?
I don't see why I would. Especially the giant things. Like, come on, look at them.
Yeah, they're huge. The goblin takes a deep breath.
These damn mushrooms?
He shakes his head.
It's fine. I'm ready. Mika's not seen so big dungeon in forever.
Reminds me of Colony. Colony was in place like this.
Oh, so your colony was this way? Way beneath the city below then?
Yeah, or Meek thinks so. Old Colony had many rocks. Wet too.
That does describe many parts of the city below, but good to know.
Oh, Meek does not know for sure, but Meek heard Colony before Meek was in big house in Not Dungeon. Onward! Meek shall keep watch. Thanks, Meek. Hello. I'm gonna pickpocket this spirit. Ah, sweet. Some mushrooms I don't actually care about, so I'm not gonna bother. Squame, a nerg. Sorry? Is that because you guys are stuck seeing me because of the, let's see. I knew it. Ha ha ha! Oh, little pine cone men. I'm gonna take this. An old shield, a really old shield. Ooh, dexterity and wisdom. Mine. Oh man, but that one is strength. I mean, my strength doesn't have to be good. I don't really use it anyways. Okay, let's see. What's this do again? +2 intelligence, and I can use it to cast spells. Oh. Interesting. Hey, killer. How you doing? Shield left by one of the prisoners with a cat-like eye. As you wield it, there's a whisper in your ears. It says something like, "O si hida resguardanet camarada un cuando es bien pelon." Comrade? Something about... I don't know. Let's ignore it. What if I equip 2 of the... I don't want to take off him, though. I don't really need this yet, so I'll save that for later. I'll take that shield off. I like my intelligence boost. And this gives me what? Dexterity, wisdom, which are the 2 things I use the most anyways. Kinda want to put my fucking bucket hat back on, but it's not as useful as my salad. Soleil, whatever. I can eat one of these apples. Delicious. Good enough. Okay. What's going on around here? Oh, look at all these fucking apples. Delicious. Little camp. Mine. Thanks for the 8 apples. Later. Oh, now I can talk to this one after I stole his apples. Hilarious. Shumame Anoreg. That must be like human or something. Thank you. Interesting. Oh. Hello, giant mushroom. I'll take some little mushrooms off you, I suppose. More mushrooms. It's probably just more svamp extract, so I'm not too worried about that. So what the hell are we going to walk into over here? Huh. Oh, wait. It takes away my concentration. Intriguing. Should I talk to this thing or just sneak by? Well, what's over here first? Literally nothing. I mean, an apple over there, but I can't reach that. Hello. Its back is facing the Pillar of Jor, a creature right out of every kid's nightmares. A troll. A frost troll, to be precise. Horrid creature.
Such fierce power, just sleeping. Your bloodline pulses away from your veins, shying away from its headsman. Your goblin companion stares slack-jawed at the beast. There's a cage next to the pillar. Something inside is moving. You have to get closer to investigate. You can definitely sneak up on him. Maybe get a nice strike in before he wakes up. He obviously won't notice you. We're gonna screw this up like always. Sneak closer. Success. Too late, I'm already sneaking. What's happening? You carefully wander up to the hulking beast. Here's an idea. Just a sneaky little thought. You know that movable rod? Chekhov's rod! You know that movable rod you've carried around for some time down? It's not really used for anything? Put it on his foot, like underneath. Dastardly. And aesthetically correct. It'll function as a wonderful trap. You touch the movable rod to the troll's foot without him noticing. It's basically a little nail to him, isn't it? But even a tiny nail can be as painful as all hell's. Wake up, you foul beast! The eyes of the troll are thrown open. Kvar! Up you get. A cleric. Oh, I've waited so long. He stomps his left foot down. The movable rod makes direct contact with the rocky ground. The rod instantly becomes stiff, no longer attached to the bottom of the troll's foot. Instead, it anchors to the ground, staying perfectly still and pierces straight through its flesh. Grrrr! The troll roars as the movable rod implants itself deep within his clawed foot, rivulets of blood spilling across the ground. Troll blood, a highly esoteric substance. You can see it mutate upon the ground. Don't look at the blood, look at the damn troll. If you had a reasonable shot of bottling it, I'd get it. You could sell it, but you don't, so troll. Oh. Yeah, he wants to kill you. Shit. Destruction. Dexterity check. Alright. Me, troll snail. You spring into action before anyone can do anything about it. You stand tall in front of the troll. Molehill, defying the mountain. Hey, Ludum. And now. Astonishingly foolish. You cannot defeat a troll with brute force alone. Sorcery was invented for moments like these. Your flesh is shaking. Fear in your very limbs. Charm person. I'll take that. Spell succeeded. Kindness places the hatred in his eyes like a jailer's gate slamming shut. Beautiful. The troll crumbles and it feels like the earth is shaking. The magic in his eyes softens for a moment. The strings are unstable around the troll. You'll have to ask one thing. Then the esoteric forces will break the magic. Speak, small one, and heed my warning. No king suffers foolishness. Just one question. That's all you've got this time. What are you voting for in the election? Why are you so hostile? All humans will be eradicated. Got it. Just like their god, they shall die. He did kill all your people, so I get it. Light in his eyes fades. Silence, peon. The degeneracy of man has no limit. The troll shakes off your charm. I figured it was going to be some, like, trick. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Fleet? In this kind of game, I figured asking his biggest weakness would be something stupid like, I'm, you know, weak to a person with, you know, strong shoulders or something. You know what I'm saying? Such instance we met with destruction. Yet, he did waste a few seconds on shaking off the spell. It was certainly not wasted. Earth destroyed nearly all trolls in the realm. This Gorgalash reigned as the last king of Ascani, alongside Jotimel Bergsdottir. To think he's been alive all this time. How pathetic. He loads a stone to his sling and shoots it, already breathing heavily. He's afraid. It crunched into the troll's kneecap,
blowing the skin off. God damn, that's a fucking powerful rock, causing him to waver. This fight is heating up. Focus, focus, focus. Consider your best options. You're right in the death zone. Get around him. You can figure this out. You just need a moment to connect with him a bit better. Non-violent way to end this. You look into his eyes and see hate and fear. You see the troll's rearranged field behavior. You come to a basic yet vital realization. Earth. That is where his anger is directed. But its origin? Fear. You can use this fear of Earth to your advantage. If you can successfully impersonate Earth himself, then perhaps this can be resolved quickly. The troll leans forward, hate in his eyes. He swipes at you with jagged claws at a manic pace, belying his size. It tears your flesh into bloody stripes. Ha! Blood is drawn. I will mangle your corpse, filthy cleric. Attack its eyes. Snell tosses his hair out of his eyes and looks up to the Gorgalash's face. With sweat flying off his brow and his lightning-fast sling, the goblin fires a shot at the troll's face. It hits its left eye with a loud smack. There we go, direct hit! The troll roars in pain and anger. Okay, well, non-violence can be difficult now. Yes! Possible paths are closing off in this fight. Soon it will be all or nothing. It's time to commit to something. Grab him. Yes, you need to commit, but to an actual plan. Figure it out now. You know the solution already. Bullies are cowards and trolls are no exception. His fear of your god is one defining feature, the thing that's chased him in the darkness down here for decades. Let's try to be Earth then. At this point you might actually succeed. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that's... Oh sweet, the advantage gets away. Oh, thank God. You pull all of your might into your posture and stand with divine grace, despite the blood caked on you. You enhance the volume of your voice and speak with a rumble that dwarfs even the troll's voice. You desperately try to hold together your meager kingdom? I need not try, for I know it is mine, and so I reclaim it. What? You are a violent creature, undeserving of my mercy. You are. No. You call yourself a king. I am a god. You think your size protects you? Know this. You are but a tree grown in my path to be chopped down. No. And now I lift my axe. The troll's anger turns into a totally blind, panic fury. He is terrified, poor thing. But this is the only way he can end this without more death. Also, it was sick. You killed it. The troll reaches towards you with one hand. Oh shit. No, it's not. It's a feint. Master, look up! You notice, too late, the beast moving forward. His foot is coming at you, fast as a missile. Oh no. It comes down on you like a hammer on an anvil. Your body attempts its hardest feat yet. Not being flattened. Try not to be flattened. The rough underside crushes your entire being in an instant. You cannot do anything. It is an impossible weight, and you get crushed against the ancient stone. I failed? Again, yes. Another sacrifice for the pavement, or the gravel road 30 feet down the lane. Blood pooling in the gutters. People forming a crowd all around. A spectacle of human achievement. A fight against the most fearsome beast of Ascani. Ended in an instant. You saw when it happened. When the troll awoke from its mud and stone. When its claws clashed against the thatched roof of a neighboring hovel. Father was not the first to grab a pike. He was not the last. He was one of many brave men. I remember the sound. Which one? I remember all of it. You were there for it all. The sight etched into the inside of your eyelids. The sight of humanity being snuffed out by those wretched creatures.
each deserving of complete annihilation, on the gravel road, 30 feet down the lane. Mother did not speak with you about it. Not once. I never asked. You never asked. That is what a man does. He grabs a pike and goes to face the roaring troll. He gets his bones embedded into the pavement, over and over and over again, until the heavens open up to the earth, and the hells spill their guts on your doorstep, until the last man takes his last breath on the last day of existence. Until you die, you will pick up the pike. Jolt awake. Mangled, bruised, dying. Get up. You live? Bones cracked and soul returned. Yes, you live. The troll lets out cackling laughter. I crush you, yet you stand. Cockroach. How are you alive? Snell yells, loading another bullet. Never mind, just keep fighting. The goblin sits at a safe distance and launches another stone at the troll. It smacks him in the face this time, just to the side of his other eye. You insolent pests! This is when it ends. This is it. This is everything. He absolutely cannot manage you if you get near the cliff's edge. That's the right move there. 100%. This is a time for divinity. Call on Earth. Remember the chants. This one. We're gonna do fucking dodge. You say stalk still near the edge of the cliff as the troll approaches you. He lunges out toward you with frantic haste and a fake sudden move to the left. Oh shit! Get juked, idiot. He lunges forward. No! No! Now's your chance. Don't let him get away! Focus in a steady mind. It is time to take this evil down. Rush up behind the troll. I am the king of the Saudi. I am. Now is your moment. Your god is watching. Every god is watching. Strike down the beast. Finish what Earth started. Defeat Gorglash. Tackle him. Bam! You fucked, loser. You hear his roar fade into the rushing water below. With that, it is over. To make sure the fading, echoing yell of the beast meant he actually went all the way down to his doom, Big Leader Gorgalash has fallen down to the gravity flip. That means the troll has a 1 in 20 chance of survival. Let's hope. Take a step back from the edge. A shaky breath leaves your chest. I can't believe it. That wasn't just a regular troll either, was it? On the ground, just off the edge of the chasm, you see the only proof left behind by the beast. A tooth. Tusk. It's called a tusk. A troll king. Grab the tusk. I'm just happy I'm alive. I need to sleep for 27 years. Yeah, you okay, Cleric? You took some pretty nasty blows. It's okay. I cure wounds or two and I'm always back to normal. I know your healing magic's strong, but still. Just let me know if you need another break. We won't deserve it after this. But for now, let's go check out that weird cage. Seems like someone's inside. Totally. 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 I'm not almost dying. Oh, hello, sir. Engage. As you approach the cage, you hear a faint voice inside. Won't you help me out if you're a good fellow? On the ground, you see a key. Hey! Troll dropped it. It's for the cage, of course. Yes, it must have fallen off the troll during the fight. What do you know about the tea shop? No, we made it run off a cliff, and then I body checked it off the cliff. Look, I'm very happy I didn't have any questions you got, but please, here I'm banging on the bars. I'm much more talkative with my freedoms in order. You think I should open it, Snell? Yeah, I think you should. The dragon's slain. Time to save the damsel. Mira laughed from inside the cage. A damsel, huh? I'll take it. Now, please. Right. Open the cage. As it opens, you watch a well-dressed and surprisingly not-so-scuffed man step out. Haha, yeah, this is the feeling. Freedom. The sweetest nectar of any band. Yeah, this guy. He's got style written all over him. This is the Merchant Prince, specifically the Moonwatch heir. You have heard of him. Stare at him silently. The fancy free strider flashes you a series of pearly white teeth. Allow me to properly introduce myself. Hola, es Jan Salvamiste. Check hello and greetings. He bows forward in a deep performative motion. My name is Meriadoc Moonwatch, great merchant prince of reeds. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and quite honestly, a much bigger pleasure to be rescued by you. He looks to the goblin, and immediately holds out his hand, presenting his palm. You must be the local tribal mentor. Member, great to meet you. He looks at the hand for a beat too long. Technically, yes. He shakes the human's hand. I'm Snell. Ha! Snell knows that's not a handshake. Love it. Ah, of course, Meriadoc says, returning a limp shake. Sherwin's palm is quite ironic visual for the well-focused ideology. I've heard of you. Reedsy and author, right? That's it. This said even higher to proclaim a single question. And who might you be? My name is Rogan, government employee. Love it! He claps his hand together. You, my good fellow, have just saved a top-ranking member of the Free Strider Revolution. So, now, let us get down to business. What can a son of Free Thays and help you with anything you need? Convince him to pay me a lot of crowns. Hell yeah, baby! Oh yeah, you know how. How to get him to give me money? Yeah. Just be quick and decisive, and maybe weigh it in on the fact you just saved his life. Sorry, do you say something? He's modern to himself. It just happens sometimes. Mr. Meriadoc, trade prince. Hold out a hand. Yes? I've just saved your life. Keep holding out my hand. Oh, I understand. He tosses you a heavy pouch. Enjoy, sir. Look inside. There are many hundred crowns. Gawk at it. Those are my travel reserves. I always keep an extra pouch of the local coinage. I'd have to say, crowns are quite obviously designed. It's probably my 7th favorite type of coin. Behind pennings, snibs, sigs. Sigs, the currency of Phazon. During the Arcane era, it is still used in some places, but these magical crystalline discs are only supported by a handful of cities and reeds. I do think embers and brimarks and souls are almost so much equal in usage. Brimarks, carry of Blood City Bay and its subjects, both paper form and soul-infused iron. What about elven coinage? What about Gian Pala? He visibly and audibly stutters. At the bottom, darn ice cubes. He smiles broadly and effectively. He does not care about these coins. This pouch is valuable to a man as filed down to 1/10 of its original size crown would be, in contrast to you. One day you'll be this level, surely. So, what do you know about the tea shop? His smile drops. I suppose I should tell you a little story. Yeah, we've been looking for you, Mr. Frank Frankson. He nods to the goblin. I hope we can keep this under wraps, of course. But you might have imagined already, I'm down here without my permit. Yeah, whatever, just tell us what you know. He braces himself. I arrived in the morning and planned taking a stroll through Tolstad before heading down. My presence was a bit of bad timing, really. A week before the election, a son of Free Thazin arrives on the scene? That could cause quite a bit of havoc. And since our dear Ascania Regis Trade Company was doing so well in this election, I did not want to steal any limelight. But then, of course, fate intervenes, and just when I find myself before the Ascani pillar, a damn fireball goes off next to me. Just my luck. So, once the rigging had stopped and some goblins started swarming the place, trying to put out the flames, I decided quite quickly that this could poorly end for both my timetable and the poor people to deal with the mess. To continue. I rushed down the stairs since I already had my direction. I figured I had to postpone the upstairs sightseeing. Head straight down to the blow, as you people say. Stumble upon anything along the way? The free shirt gives you a solemn frown. I saw something. You see, I have a pair of glasses. They allow me to detect magic, among other things. Where are the glasses? Lost, sadly. The trolls took me around, so they assumed they ended up somewhere downriver. What did you see? I saw a man on fire. A what? Specifically, I saw the outline of a man. Invisible. An invisible man.
Perhaps I should describe it more as... He scratches his chin and then perks up. Ah, yeah. An invisible smoking man. The glass allowed me to see him, or at least a faint outline of his esoteric illusion. Ah. What time did you see this? It couldn't have been more than minutes after. How many seconds does it take to walk from the pillar upstairs to the pillar downstairs? 60 seconds, tops. Then perhaps that. I was rushing away from the drama, after all. Interesting. What did the man do? That's the question worth 1,000,000 tens, eh? What did he do? Meriadoc takes a deep breath. He went inside the pillar. Inside the pillar, he says. The pillar of Jor. Stare at him blankly. He stares back at you for a moment. It's strange, but let's be clear. At first I thought I saw a strange esoteric event or ghost. But this still house I saw, right straight to the pillar of Jor. Right in, as if it... Wow, silhouette. Why did I just read that as? I have no idea, but that was painful. As if it walked into stone, and the stone walked into... how do I describe? A magical mass. Wrapping around the invisible man, his flames being put out and his being merging into it. Portal. A gate. A step into death. He walked into a portal. That would be my guess, yeah? Wherever he went, once he was inside the pillar, his presence disappeared, immediately along with that esoteric force emanating from the stone. I've never seen anything like it, but I have read about it. The pillars of Jor across the coast. The Arcanists performed many of an experiment on them. There have been reports found in hidden documents during the rebuilding of Thazen, you see. Documents from higher-ranking Arcanists. This is all kept very secret among the Free Strider ranks, of course. That could help me a lot. I can tell you one thing about it, perhaps. Intelligence. How about I find a logical reason why you should tell me everything? Bam. Yeah, this man clearly accepts logic. A rational human. A wizard, even. Mr. Meriadoc Moonwatch, any information you can give me will help me in this case. Now push the most rational thing he obviously desires. Any of the foolish freestyle desires. You do something with the pillar, then telling me will only help my case. It will, also, most importantly, keep the first ever election of Norvac safe. He claps his hand to others. You said the magic word, didn't ya? Yes, I do worry this whole event will curse the Freestrider cause. If you can keep things clean up... He gives a reluctant nod. Fine. As I said, this is top secret, so you do not hear it from me. He crosses his arms and looks out into the mist. The Freestrider ideal is meritocracy without magic. However, obviously we inherited our massive esoteric caches left behind by Arcanists. Because of the beheadings. A terrible and idiotic waste of talent. Easy way to get some magical goodies. Kill all the wizards. While the magic itself grew weaker over the years due to the Arcanist greed, many of their findings are still quite useful to this day, especially their scientific data. What's the secret about this, then? They appear to have been in contact with Jor. That is fascinating. That can't be. It's not exactly a conversation or anything. They received esoteric messages, nothing like the ones recorded during the Gate era by, well, civilizations like Snailfolk who built all of these ruins around us. It was an omen, you might call it. What did he tell him? The Freestrider taps his hand onto the pillar. Some strange codes, tell them some new spells. The last message we found written down by one of the Arcanists of the Hogenshogs. It was in order to stop. Stop what? To stop opening the gates. Here is his chin, you see. Then he places a hand upon the pillar beside him. They found cracks in the gates of Jor, leading to the outside. The places we all came from. Look up at the pillar. Teams of Arcanists back when they still wielded 9th, 10th, and even 11th level spells. They get into the pillars just for short stints. Many did not return, but those who did described a void of souls, alien worlds beyond, far realm aberrations, and paths within strings, whatever that means. Their work was cut short due to the Coast War, but they got in, my good fellow. And the invisible flaming man? He nods. I believe it was that the invisible man, who most likely fled directly from the explosion, he too had one of those cracks in the ancient gate, as unlikely and wondrous as that seems. Boom. Huh. How would you even deal with that? Like, do we have to follow him through a crack?
Yes, Snell, we must follow him through a crack. Clear at the pillar. Meriadoc chuckles. A nervous chuckle. Good luck with that, I say. But unless you happen to know some ancient gods, or, gods forbid, still alive arcanists, I'm afraid you're out of luck. We've found no realistic way to replicate their attempts to enter the pillar. Not like higher tier spells are exactly common, eh? What about a sphinx? Oh, you speak of the Gyno Sphinx upstairs. She's quite the celebrity. Hell, if you can get her on her side, then why not? I know some free-spirited resources attempted to get on the good side of a sphinx, and one layers on Esoteric Ebb, but that didn't exactly end too well. What about a lich? He squints at you. What about it? Hypothetically. Yeah, sure. Look, liches come in all sizes. We've had the entire cities run on liches back on Old Diminor. Some of those arcanists who went inside the cracks and survived were liches. So yeah, if you happen to know a lich, sure. The lich might help you if they don't consume your soul first. You are aware they're quite literally life-sucking horrors, right? I'll be careful. Yes, I'll find a way in. He bows his head. I'm happy to be of service. Looking very worried for your safety. Your elven companion, who stands quiet next to you, discusses these methods of interplanar travel, raises a hand. Just to be clear, we're talking about teleportation, like magical transportation. Yeah? You scared? Should I be? Nah. I really want to believe you. He side-eyes the grinning Free Strider before leaning in with a scowl. Look, I'm speaking on behalf of Lady Sageleaf when I say this. He takes you aside a few steps away from Meriadoc. The Half-Elves want this handled no matter the obstacle. We've decided to go into the Pillar of Jor. Oh, how lovely. If you survive, I'll hope you survive. If you do, I'll be sure to write a piece about it. Who are you voting for? Why do you mention that? I did hear that anyone authorized to stay within the city is allowed to cast a vote, which is a wonderful policy, and the Ascani Reeds Trading Company certainly has need of its implementation. However, as an outsider, and one of... Okay, but what if you were going to vote? I'm on a campaign trail here, but without giving any official backing, I would say the Free Starter Party here in Norvik's done a great job, and that's all I'll say. I don't understand. It would simply be tasteless. This election of yours should be decided by those who call Norvik home. Whether they've been here for a week or a decade doesn't matter, but I do not call it home, so I will not vote. That is why I haven't made my presence known here in the city. I am here incognito. Makes sense to me. The future world of free striders, after all, free trade, global prosperity, and brotherhood, peace across the coast. Pursue that one. He places his hand on your shoulder and grips it. I like it. You ever think about writing for the cause? Maybe. We'll see. Good to hear. Do you know more about the elf on Tolstad? Not really, no. I have a few elven friends and reads. But I'm quite new in here in Norvik. How come? An elf died in the explosion of the tea shop. Oh, I had no idea. That's certainly a scandal in the making. An elf, you say? Ilium, I assume? Uh-huh. She might have been collateral damage. Truly awful to hear. He shakes his head. I will leave the investigation to you, but I assure you I have had no contact with any elf in this city of yours. Truth. Is he gonna drop the hat? Most likely, yes. Hand over the hat. Oh, would you look at that? It's yours, I assume? It is indeed. I must have lost it at some point. I did get in quite the hurry. He reaches out his collector's packs, pulls out a book. This is the least I could give you. A signed limited edition copy of Beyond Reads. He hands it to you with gusto. Oh, thanks. I try to infuse my writing with free strider ideals, and it's proven quite popular across the coast. Hopefully it's the sign of the times, of Gia's good fortune to come. He smiles and puts on his fancy yellow hat. It sadly does not suit him. You will continue imagining him without the hat. Ah! Gods, I love this hat. It's been a lot of adventures, you know. Anyway, questions? That's all I got. Very well. I think I'll pick myself up here for a bit, because that darn bastard troll soft muscle my lungs down the riverbed. Hopefully I'll be able to recover some of it. But either way, thank you again, good fellow. You've performed an amazing service for me and the entire revolution, if you believe some of my fans. He presents his palm to you. I owe you a great deal. If we ever cross paths again, I'll be sure to repay you. Yeah, don't shake it. Present your palm. Pretty sure I showed you his palms in an open gesture. Well then, if you need anything else, I'll still be here for a little bit. But good luck out there, and if I have time, let us speak again on election day. I'll be sure to hang around Tolstad when it's time. Alright, goodbye, Prince.
You and I need to talk, Wall. The Pillar of Jor towers before you. He's speaking to you. Touch the pillar. Touch the mossy pillar. You place your palm against the damp and soft surface. Yes. There is sentience inside. The strings are connected with something beyond. It is easier to make out down here. It appears the esoteric power grows more intense the further down you go. Logically, this could indicate there is a central point somewhere within the undercoast where the power is at a climax. Unfortunately, you cannot reach so deep. No one probably can. However, you could try to reason with this sentience if you so desire. It could prove useful. Try and reason with it. That's a pass. I thought it was a disadvantage. Now with the pillar so far beneath your dear decaying city, the voices are loud. You know damn well what they are. Only a fool would ignore it. Their unreasonable assessment of death. Press your palm against the surface. Many have written about the Pillars of Jor. Modern scholars talk about them as nothing but relics of the Great War. Gates themselves to other worlds, the worlds we all came from. However, Arcanists knew better. While it's not common knowledge and most consider nothing but an esoteric conspiracy, the great men of old Dimenor understood the pillar. They knew they are gates. Gates. Dormant gates. But these whispers beyond are not some alien mind attempting to converse. No, it is but the mindless chattering of souls. Souls of our dead. They are finding their way into these dormant gates. Why? You cannot tell. But that is what these screams are. The yelling of the dead. How horrific. Look at the thought. Yes it is. But this is as far as you go. You understand little about this esoteric relic of the Gate era. Except the souls. You feel the dead inside. Oh. Yes. Something to analyze at a later date. For now, having discovered these many levels of the pillar, you feel confident in traversing the paths between them. You have unlocked fast travel between the Pillars of Jor. Oh. Interesting. Feel a connection. It is not eerie nor is it strange. It is but familiar. One that is just below your mental grasp. As the blue will say, in time. Remember to feel as much as you think. There's no secured these paths. Secured, for the moment, yes. Remember, any part of the city below which is not continuously inhabited and tamed will eventually be reclaimed. Reclaimed and scattered. Leave it for now. Yes. In time, it will be more important. For now, you will do as the others do when it comes to these pillars. Leave them alone. Okay, so let's go to the city below. I like having fast travel. That I'll pretty much never use. Hello? Whoa, what the hell? Oh. Is this one I can talk to and go inside of? Pillar of Jor towers before you. It's speaking to you. Oh, I suppose I should enter the top part of the pillar. Travel to Tolstad. So I guess this would be where he, quote, walked into the pillar. And also, can I speak to you? Strange mushroom juice. Mine. Okay. The Pillar of Jor towers before you. Begin the process of entering the pillar. Standing here at the pillar, you realize your goal is close. The quest is near finished. But you do not have a method to enter yet. Talk to Viskin. That is very correct. He will know. Okay, well, I'll go to bed first, then. Oh, yeah, you. Actually, wait. I can steal this helmet now? Rifle. I mean, these all do kind of suck, but I'm gonna try and steal the helmet for the fun of it. Oh shit, yeah, it's mine. Yoink. Yoink. I've got a plus 10 bonus, I just remembered. So I can pretty much get, like, everything, I'm sure. Ding! As long as I roll higher than a 6. Alright, that's enough. Let's talk. Hello. It is you. It is. Let me browse your wares. Great. What interests you? For example... Give me that ointment. Give me that shards. Give me 10 pieces of incense. Give me some bone dust. Give me a dream patch. Thank you. Alright, sweet, sweet. Later, madam. That's all I care about. Goodbye. Leave. Okay, so let's go back to my tower first. Snell? Where's... There he is. Hey, buddy, you want to go home? Oh, not quite. Hey, buddy, ready to go to sleep? You can go solo. He also looks around, blah, 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 yeah. Yes, I'm going to go to bed, Snell. He sighs, fine, I'm going home to you tomorrow. Alright, there we go. Oop. A broken statue of a cat. Cute. Okay. I wonder if the angel's going to be there to talk to. Day 4, we got one more day to go. I was expecting, what's her name to be here? Lie down, take a long rest. Let's go straight into the long rest, please. As you fall into the softness of the bedroll in this tiny tower, you feel tired. The kind of tired sleep won't fix. That poor, poor drummer, trying to ship himself off into the unknown. Smart of you to keep him around. You'll probably get a chance to talk with him again before the election. You really worked your ass off for the revolution. Then you managed to do exactly what Vera wanted in that talk with the ambassador. She's lucky to have you. For that all happened, like, quote, today. Jesus. A true freestrider is what you are. Working so hard for the revolution. You know well, a bright future awaits in this new Norvik, so I should be a freestrider? I'm still not really sure. Don't freestriders seem like the bad guys? Finally, your star witness, Meriadoc Moonwatch, he told you about the sighting of this invisible smoking man. Yeah, it's always someone who got lit on fire by the spell while they're invisible. Someone who has managed to enter the Pillar of Jor. You know you must follow. It is time to finish the job. Dun, dun. Will you be able to complete this quest of yours? That is where you will find your answers. Answers within strings. Interesting. Day 4. Well rested, advantage on most checks, late exhaustion. 2 days remaining. I feel refreshed. A few extra hours of sleep does wonders. Start my day. Still haven't found the hag, though. Be aggressive. Push over the line, destroying each worthless monster in the way. This is how you get ahead in life. What? Where's this thought coming from? From you. As usual, wears off, as the world comes back into perfect, regular clarity. After such deeply euphoric fight, you're standing here realizing you are on top. This is where you're supposed to be, the most competent man around. I would love to never fight another troll in my entire life. Do not say that. You do not mean it. This taste of pure, near-instant, blood-misted death has got you hooked. You need more. More. More fights. More near-death experiences. More romance. Romance? The manly kind. Knights chasing down tyrannical dragons. Damsels being carried to safety. Empires falling and kingdoms rising. Ayo! With good men with goodness in their hearts, bearing the burden of reigniting spirits, breaking darkness, smashing evil, you have finally reached that point. The point of actually feeling like a professional cleric. Finally. Feels like you're leaning in the wrong direction here. The goal isn't to break yourself for some illusionary audience. That's true, it's, oh yeah, risk assessment, baby. The larger the creature is, the more you should be getting paid. Not in troves of loot, that shit's tonight's bonus, but you gotta get this in on paper before you dive in. If you're ever fighting a troll again, you'll be doing so for a maximized hourly rate with every possible gruesome death calculated at in the final price. Your life on the line? That pouch is getting fat. Them's the rules. Like, the Pest Control Guild? Sure, but like, way more lucrative. Clerics are in high demand, especially these days. Clerics with your kind of esoteric know-how? Invaluable. I do like getting paid a livable wage. Oh yeah, the towers are infamous for their tight budgets after all. Gotta make a living somehow. Taking the gamble for pay is good, sure. But to actually live to tell the tale? For that you need more than luck. You need the luck of the fool. Yes, please. Every time you get your head down here, it's a gamble. Every time you take on a job, and there will surely be even more ruthless jobs in that troll in the future, you will roll the die. That die being a 50-50 chance of death and destruction. What did the red one call it? Getting blood misted? Instantaneous smashing. That's it. That's what you're risking every time. So embrace it. Focus on being really, really, really lucky. You'll survive long enough on gut and feeling and ultimately these pointless gambles. Time to calculate your odds. Properly. Tell me more. You can clearly evaluate each time you take on a challenge, your outcomes are quite extreme. It appears you're just as likely to succeed in an unlikely and extreme manner as much as you commonly find yourself in a radical and rather terrible failure. I don't agree with that assessment. Then you are wrong. Even by recognizing your personal skill level involved in any particular chance, the overwhelming power of chance is evidently your clearest ally. This is bad. Instead, let us lean upon the strings for balance, a tightly strung balance, one born out of a beautifully curved yet balanced bell. A bell curve? Yes. If you before had an equal chance of each outcome, which is quite volatile, this would instead allow you to take control of the outcome, aligning each attempt around the center, the average. This would reliably increase your odds of succeeding at tasks you are equipped to handle, while dramatically decreasing your failure rate at those you are not. I am not entirely sure what that means. In short, the bell curve allows you to rely more on your own abilities rather than random chance. This would affect both you and your opponents. Whoa. Tell me more about luck of the fool, though. If you're gonna gamble, might as well save yourself the biggest fails. But if you roll a nat 1, you get another result and take 1d4 damage. Okay, that's not so bad. I don't roll lots of natural 1s very often, though. You dodge enough shit to get down here in the future, be ready for anything. Whenever you roll a 10 or below, add an extra proficiency. Well, that's not bad. Professional cleric. This is it, you feel it. Finally, you are competent. You cannot critically fail. Oh, well, balance yet bell. Whenever any d20 is rolled, strings will cause the outcome to lean towards a 10. Okay. Give me curved yet balanced. This random esoteric madness can cease. You are fully balanced. Thus it goes. Guess I'm a troll killer now. Okay, so what we're going to do is this one's probably not very useful anymore, so we're going to forego that feat. Oh, I can add it back after resting, okay. Weird. Oh, sorry, I can take them off then add them? Hold on. So I wouldn't mind changing up some of my feats now. Okay, so let's get rid of
so too many feats chosen. So let's get rid of. Okay, so we're gonna forgo that one. Choose that one. Then we're gonna forgo that one. I'm probably gonna stop asking people at the election pretty quick here. And instead, we're gonna add friendly company. I'm gonna keep Dick-Ass Rogue for now, though. Okay. Should I talk to you? Cleric. She is still working on detailed notes, her halo spinning around her head. Have a good day. I don't care. Goodbye, Eder. It's only 6 a.m. I can probably talk to Eder for a while still. Big stretch. Should I switch games? Or should I keep playing this?